Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news podcast on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on August the 14th, the communes and wards in TayNinh province organized the first conference of delegates term of 2025 to 2030. The principal leaders attended and gave direction and oriented the key tasks to build a strong locality and comprehensive development in the new period. On the morning of August the 14th, the Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Council Women Home attended and directed the first conference of delegates of the Party Committee of Mi Han Commune, term of 2025 to 2030. Mi Han Commune was placed on the basis of merging the three communes of Đức Hòa Thượng, Đức Hòa Đông, and Mi Han Nam, one of the communes located in the key economic zone of the province. And during the past term, the party committees of the commune achieved many outstanding results and many targets exceeded the resolution, contributing to the socio-economic development of the area. At the conference, the Presidium announced the decision of the Provincial Party Committee Standing Committee on the appointment of the Party Executive Committee, the Standing Committee, the Secretary, Deputy Secretary, the Inspection Committee, and Chairman and Deputy Chairman of the Inspection Committee of the Mi Han Commune Party Committee, and Mr. Phùng Cẩm Loan was appointed to hold a position as Secretary of the Mi Han Commune Party Committee term of 2025 to 2030. The conference unanimously voted to approve 14 main targets, 3 breakthrough programs, and 2 key projects, and identify 4 groups of key tasks and solutions to build Mi Han Commune to develop rapidly and sustainably, striving to achieve an advanced new rural commune by 2030. Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Council Women Home suggested that the Party Committee of Mi Han Commune continue to review and identify the potentials and strengthen of the commune after merger, and at the same time position of locality in the new development space to determine development goals, drivers, and propose appropriate tasks and solutions, focus on leading the successful implementation of the conference resolution, bringing Mi Han Commune to develop quickly, comprehensively, and sustainably in the new term. At Mi Lộc Commune, after 2 days of urgent and serious working, the first conference of the Party Committee of Mi Lộc Commune, term of 2025 and 2030, was a great success.
The Party Committee of Mi Lộc Commune was established on the basis of merging 3 former grassroots party committees, including Mi Lộc, Phước Lâm, and Trân Thành communes, including 31 branches and affiliated party committees with 682 party members. During the past term, the Party Committee, government, and people of the commune have tried to achieve many important results in on fields, especially completing 6 breakthrough programs and 5 key projects. At the Congress, the Presidium announced the decision of the Provincial Party Standing Committee on the appointment of the Party Executive Committee, the Standing Committee, the Secretary, the Deputy Secretary, the Inspection Committee, the Chairman and the Deputy Chairman of the Inspection Committee of the Mi Lộc Commune Party Committee for the 2025-2030 term. Accordingly, Mr. Nguyễn Phước Hùng was appointed to hold the position of Secretary of the Commune Party Committee for the new term. The Congress unanimously voted to pass 15 resolution targets, 4 key tasks, 2 breakthrough programs, and 2 key projects to be implemented in the 2025-2030 term. Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Vietnam Federal Committee, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Vietnam Federal Committee of TayNinh Province Nguyễn Thanh Hải suggested that the Commune Party Committee urgently consolidate and perfect its personnel apparatus, exploit and make the most of the potential and advantages of the locality to attract resources for investment in socio-economic infrastructure, creating momentum for a breakthrough to successfully implement the targets set out in the Congress resolution. And after 2 working days, the first conference of the Party Committee of Mi Lộc Commune for the term of 2025 to 2030 was a great success. Attending the event, there was also Deputy Head of the Department of Localities 7th, the Central Inspection Commission Nguyễn Thị Quỳnh Trang, member of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Inspection Commission of the Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Thành Vững, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Hồng Sơn. At the conference, the Presidium announced the decision of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee on the appointment of the Party Executive Committee, Standing Committee, Secretary, Deputy Secretary, Inspection Commission, Chairman and Vice Chairman of Inspection Commission of the Mi Lộc Commune Party Committee, and Mr. Nguyễn Đăng Minh Xuân,
was supported to hold the position as secretary of the Bến Communal Party Committee for the first term of 2025 to 2030, with the slogan of Action, Solidarity, Democracy, Discipline, Striving for Development. The conference unanimously approved 17 resolution targets, identified the 2 red rules programs and 3 key projects and 4 main groups of solutions to organize and implement in the 2025 to 2030 term. The member of Principal Party Standing Committee, Chairman of the Principal Party Inspection Committee, Nguyễn Thành Vượng, expects the Communal Party's Executive Committee to always be united, unified, and focused on successfully leading the conference resolution, striving to turn Bến into a world before 2030 and develop comprehensively and sustainably in the direction of modern urban trade, service industry, and agriculture. And continuing the series of investment promotion activities in Australia, the delegation of TayNinhTV Province, led by Standing Committee member of Principal Party Committee, Vice Chairman of Principal People's Committee Nguyễn Minh Lâm, has conducted many field surveys in Brisbane City, Queensland State on August 13.
The delegation of TayNinhTV visited and studied the river transport system at Very Wharf in Brisbane. This waterway operates along the river, conveniently connected to the public bus system with convenient payment options, including paying a monthly travel card at a lower cost only from $5 to $10. To encourage people to limit the use of personal vehicles, these experiences are valuable lessons for TayNinhTV to study and apply to the development of waterway transport on the Ramgor River. The goal is to exploit the tourism and transportation potential of this river. At the same time, the scientifically planned Riverside Park model here is also a good suggestion for the province to develop riverside tourism and resorts in the future.
And ladies and gentlemen, since its operation, the TayNinhTV Communal Public Administration Service Center in TayNinhTV Province has become an effective bridge between the government and the people in handling administrative procedures. People no longer to have to travel far, queue and wait like before. Now all the procedures are handled quickly, publicly and transparently and conveniently right at the locality. Having a household registration in Hậu Thành Commune, Mrs. Lê Kim Yến came to TayNinhTV Communal Public Administration Service Center to handle some procedures related to land, and here she was enthusiastically guided and completed the application quickly within the prescribed time. The paperwork procedures of this Communal Administrative Center have always been handled quickly and enthusiastically. The results are returned on the correct date. Just handle the records at the public administration, no need to go to the district anymore. From July the 1st to now, the TayNinhTV Communal Administrative Service Center has received more than 1,200 records in various fields, of which the rate of records received online reached for more than 52%. The rate of record placed online also exceeded 32%. Showing a strong change in administrative reform in the locality. When merging into a 2-level local government at community place center, most of the staff had experience and were guided to receive and return the results smoothly. The initial stage was also difficult, basically put into stability, promptly resolved the files within the day, and the appointment time was also basically stable. In the coming time, the committee also oriented the old center location did not ensure the system area and network capacity, also asked for opinions to choose a new location to renovate the new headquarters. And with continuous efforts in administrative reform, TayNinhTV Communal Public Administration Service Center is gradually affirming its role as an extended arm between the people and the government. And when administrative procedures are shortened and service quality is improved, the people's trust in the government apparatus is also increasingly strengthened. And the working delegation, led by the Vice Chairman of the Principal People's Committee, Phạm Tấn Hòa, had just had a working session with Gò Dầu Vượt People's Committee on the situation of the government operations after operating the 2-level local government model. After being established on the basis of merging Gia Bình Wards, Gò Dầu Town and Thanh Phước Commune, Gò Dầu Wards has an area of over 43 square kilometers and a population of over 66,000 people. Up to now, the ward has received and processes more than 2,800 administrative records. Many key projects have been implemented, such as the Gò Dầu Town resettlement area, which has reached nearly 63% of the contract volume. Operating and expanding the road to the resettlement area, which has estimated to reach 63% of the contract value. At the meeting, the Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Phạm Tấn Hoa, requested Goya Works to focus on stabilizing current job positions, training professional skill for the core civil servants and public employees, pay attention to invest in equipment, preparing for the right purpose to avoid waste, and prioritize the Public Administration Service Center. At the same time, he requested the center to speed up support for the people to make online records, striving to be in the top of 15 units in 2025. On this occasion, the working delegation also visited the Public Administration Service Center and the preparation work for the first conference of Goya World Party Committee. And the People's Committee of TayNinhTV has just issued a plan to organize the 18th anniversary of the Vietnam People's Public Security Forces Traditional Day on August the 19th and the 20th anniversary of the National Day for the National Security Protection. The event aims to review the 80 years journey of building, fighting, and growing of the People's Public Security Forces, honoring the traditions, arousing the pride and patriotism, and promoting the movement of the entire people to protect the national security, contributing to maintaining security, order, and local socio-economic development. The celebration was held solemnly and dignifiedly, combining cultural and artistic activities and an exhibition of images of the activities of the Provincial Public Security Forces on August 18 of 2025 at the TayNinhTV Provincial Public Security Hall. It is expected that about 350 delegates, including central and provincial leaders, veteran officials, representatives of departments, branches, and unions and armed forces, and the people will attend. And ladies and gentlemen, in addition to human awareness and poor infrastructure is also one of the leading causes of traffic accidents. And to solve this problem, in recent times, the TayNinhTV has focused resources to eliminate many black spots and potential accident spots. This is an important effort to control and reduce accidents on on-street criteria, bringing the safety to the people. Previously, at the roundabout at the intersection of provincial roads of 930 and 930C and Võ Công Tông in Berlic Commune, the traffic was always congested and accidents often occur. And therefore, after the authority relocated the roundabout and rearranged the traffic lights, this area has become much more open. This place used to have a roundabout that often blocked the road and caused accidents, and now that the roundabout has been removed, the people can travel more freely and there are no more accidents. In Long An Road, the intersection between National Highway 62 and Nguyễn Thị Bảy, Huỳnh Châu Sổ and Hồ Ngọc Dẫn Street used to be a hotspot for the traffic jams and accidents due to the large volume of vehicles moving down from Đồng Tháp 10 and the highway. However, thanks to the installation of traffic light system and the reasonable rearrangement of road markings, the traffic situation here has improved significantly. This area has many markets and alleys, so it's very dangerous. However, since the traffic lights were installed here, the danger has been greatly reduced. Although traffic accidents have decreased by 3 criteria in the first 6 months of the year, with nearly 20 incidents, this number is still alarming. And therefore, besides the efforts of the authorities, the awareness of traffic participants is still a key factor that needs to be improved to build a safe traffic environment. No matter how we change the infrastructure, the most important thing is still the people's awareness. And if we do not comply well or are negligent, accidents will still happen. And therefore, when participating in traffic, we must know how to protect our lives and those of others. Obviously, improving infrastructure has helped in eliminate many traffic black spots and reduce the accidents. However, traffic accidents can only be truly reduced when each participant raises awareness and strictly follows the rules and puts safety first. And TayNinhTV Provincial Social Insurance has just issued a document requesting that newly established Administrative and Public Service Association units after the merger promptly complete the establishment and update of the list of insurance participants in order to ensure that the rights of core civil servants, public employees, and workers are not interrupted. According to the Provincial Social Insurance, more than a month after the two-level local government model came into operation, Many new units have not yet promptly received and adjusted social insurance, health insurance, and unemployment insurance data from the old units. And this delay can directly affect the rights to medical examination and treatment and insurance benefits of employees. The Bristol Social Insurance Agency requests that units urgently review, fully implement the procedures for reporting increases, decreases, and adjusting the contribution levels of all types of insurance, and send them to the Social Insurance Agency for management as soon as possible. The Provincial Social Insurance Agency also noted that if the increase or delay in reporting affects the rights of employees, the unit will be responsible for compensation according to regulations, including refunding on medical examination and treatment costs.
On August 13, at the government headquarters, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà, Chairman of the National Traffic Safety Committee, chaired national online conference to review the work of ensuring traffic order and safety in the second quarter of 2025 and deploy direction centers for the third quarter. Including the conference, the Deputy Prime Minister emphasized that in the context of merging local administrative units and changes in the government structure, the National Traffic Safety Committee needs to continue to improve the methods of data synthesis. The Deputy Prime Minister assigned the Ministry of Public Security and the Ministry of Justice to soon complete regulations on administrative sanctions, especially co-sanctions where cameras study and supplement the form of community service penalties suitable to the psychology and capabilities of traffic safety violators, combine administrative sanctions with education and improve the effectiveness of violation prevention. Ministry sectors and localities need to review and handle black spots, urban roads and highways, ensure maximum safety, improve rescue capacity, provide timely medical emergency care, develop plans for national highway maintenance, and promptly warn of risk of landslide and natural disasters.
And on the morning of August 13, the People's Committee of Ho Chi Minh City and the Management Board of Urban Infrastructure Construction Investment Projects of the city organized a groundbreaking ceremony for the ranking infrastructure construction and environmental improvement projects of the north bank of the Doi or Couple Canal in Chánh Hưng Ward and Phu Đinh Ward. The groundbreaking ceremony not only implements the urban renovation program of Ho Chi Minh City and environmental improvement to meet the expectations of the people, but it's also a project to celebrate the 18th anniversary of the National Day of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, September 2nd of 1945, September 2nd of 2025, and welcomes the party congresses at all levels for the 2025 to 2030 term. The project belongs to the urban renovation program of the resolution of the 11th Ho Chi Minh City Party Congress for the 2020 and 2025 term. The project also environmental pollution, improves the drainage system, builds a modern civilized urban landscape, forms and develops tourism infrastructure, develops waterway traffic, at the same time contributes to urban renovation, increases the area of green spaces and trees, and completes the traffic infrastructure system. The project has a total investment of more than 7,200 billion Vietnam dong. For this Doi Canal or Couple Canal North Bank renovation project, with a number of households affected according to the pro policy of about 1,600 households, helping to properly implement the urban planning of urban renovation, strengthen a better living environment and quality of life for the people. The North Bank of the Doi Canal or Couple Canal project is a pilot project implemented by the Management Board in District 8, as well as a pilot project of the city on relocating the houses along the canals. This also promises to continue to accelerate and promote the relocation and clearance of houses along the canals. Although attached to the canal bank with many memories, Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Vinh family residing in Chánh Hưng Ward has completed packing up their belongings for many days now, just waiting to be handed over a new social housing house to settle down. I've lived here since 1994 until now. If the government clears the land, I will accept the relocation and move to a new place. My wish is to support my resettlement in apartment building of 481 Baden as soon as possible, so that I can move there to stabilize my life. On the groundbreaking day, the scenes of the north bank of the Doi Canal or Couple Canal in Chánh Hưng Ward, Phu Đinh Ward, was much more bustling. Many households are rushing to relocate in time to hand over the site for the urban beautification project of the entire city. And that's all for today, TV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.